Hello, and welcome to another edition of Alien Investigations. I'm your host, Steven, and joining me on the channel today is Dave Meyer from Illinois.
Hey.
How's it going, Dave?
Doing okay. How you doing, Steven?
Very well, thank you. Glad to have you back. I'm so glad after that stunning defeat in our last game, you weren't completely deterred from returning as a guest.
No, hey, you know, after you shake off enough rust from the first time I've played an actual game in 20 some odd years, it's going to be a little rusty, as you can see from the last one.
If you haven't been paying attention, Dave and I are going to be playing the X-Files Collectible Card Game. Shocker, right? I know, It's not like, you know, we haven't played it in any of the previous games on this channel, right? So Dave and I will be playing with cards derived from the Premier Edition, the Truth Is Out There Edition, the 1013 expansion, and you'll probably see some promos along the way, undoubtedly. And, as a special treat, I've included some cards from the Unreleased Scully Expansion that was in production at the time that the game was discontinued, so the cards were unfortunately never released. They have never seen the light of day. However, we have Dax Golding to thank for creating the cards with his very own template that he built from scratch, and you'll see a few of those appear in my deck, most likely. That's something to be excited about, isn't it, Dave?
It is. I don't have any. I feel jealous.
Oh, you'll get there. Just, yeah, all in good time. All in good time. But it's gonna be kind of a soft opening. I only included a few cards like sites, a couple of bluffs, and as you can see, one of the agents is on my team from the Scully set, so it'll be exciting. So it's a bit of a new team, mixed in with a little bit of the old.
This is just deck number 3, so that's all I can call it. It's just a number. Number 3.
But hey, the ambiguity of it just leaves me on pins and needles. I'm not gonna drag this out any longer, Dave. Okay. I want to see what agents I'm gonna be squaring off against tonight.
Let's see who we got here. First of all, we've got Agent Dana Scully. He's got to have a team with Scully once in a while. I thought my last one had Scully too. Oh, here goes Albert Hosteen.
Albert Hosteen, tried and true favorite.
We've got Agent Bill Patterson. We've got his buddy, Agent Fred Nemhauser. And we've decided to throw a Kresge in there just because we needed one more.
Nice. Got a Kresge in there. Well done. So yeah, you're predominantly working with 1013 agents. This is an interesting change of pace.
Guys, so I might as well get them juiced up here.
Yeah, get some tokens on them. There you go. And Patterson doesn't have does he have a token?
Patterson does not. He just has a once per game thing where he can attack somebody if he wants to. I saw Nate do that once. I don't know. I like Patterson to stick around. I don't want him to get wiped out.
It worked out. It worked out for him. But man, it felt like walking a tightrope.
I don't want to risk losing my own agent. I mean, he's pretty beefy too, so
he does. He brings a lot to the table.
He does.
Including 2 res.
Oh yeah, the res on this isn't bad. So,
all right. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my team. We have Agent Fox Mulder, which is fitting because he'll be squaring off against his partner Dana Scully on the other side of the table. We have Agent Karen Kosov. We have Clyde Brookman, and we have Detective Manners from the 1013 expansion. And last but not least, we have Agent Frank Burst from the Unreleased Scully expansion.
Your pusher, I presume.
You must be Frank Burst. You know, I gotta tell you, you got the greatest name.
Agent Collins, read him his rights and let's get him out of here.
You have the right to remain silent. If you choose to give up that right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Think you're gonna hold me?
I want him in a waist chain and leg irons. I want him in a car with a cage, Loudoun County unit, whatever. All right, shotgun.
And Mr. Frank Burst has a notable effect in which he is treated as a Res 2 if he is in the field.
Oh, nice.
It's a pretty sweet effect. And he brings a healthy dose of behavioral, criminal, and evidence collection to the table, along with 2 long-range and 2 close-range combat. So, you know, he's pretty well-rounded.
Oh, yeah.
Not too shabby.
It seems like a good filler guy. He seems like he fills out the crew nicely.
Not too bad for an RP3 agent, although he's not as overpowered in his effect as Lamana is, but you know what? He's not. He's a close runner-up.
Still a one and done, man. He's still a one and done. You get once per game. It's not a token. You don't get it again.
That's true. Yeah. So what say, Dave? We get this game started. I've got my hidden X-File right up here, and
I got mine right
you
here.
have yours right there. Let's decide who's going to be going first. I've got my usual tokens here.
Okay.
Investigating player.
Okay.
Conspiracy player. Which one?
Your left hand.
My left hand. You are going to be starting off as the conspiracy player.
Okay.
And I'll be starting off as the investigating player.
All righty.
So let's go ahead and draw our 7, and we'll get this party started. And I will draw my free card to begin the round.
Sure.
Okay, so with regards to my team's res, Mulder has 2, but the 2 res that he generates each round will be used to purchase cards. Karen Kossoff has 1, Clyde Brookman has 1, Agent Frank Burst has 1 because he's currently in the Bureau, and Detective Manners has a big fat 0 on his res. So I believe what I'm going to do for this first foray is add the 3 res to my pool, and then take 2 cards for Mulder.
I am selling nothing.
Selling nothing. You are staying.
I am staying.
As in, what is that? Blackjack terms?
Yes, that's it. That's
You go to show how much I know about blackjack.
I have not played in a long time.
Yeah, and I think the only time I played was in my university days, and admittedly, I was probably a little too hammered to even notice I was losing. Okay, so we have no agents in need of healing, obviously, because this is the inaugural round. So we'll brush past that to the requisition phase. And actually, I did not draw any equipment. Oh, did I? Oh, no, I did. But I'm inclined to sell that for CP in the next round. So let's say we deploy our team. We'll be sending all of them out to the field. My very narrow field, because I got this laptop taking up so much of my play space here. For case assignment, we'll be playing 2 sites. The abandoned missile site in Black Crow, North Dakota, and Carl Wade's cabin in Easton, Washington State. The abandoned missile site is a mono site with the keywords alien investigation and affiliation, while Carl Wade's cabin is a multi-site, Dave, with the keywords behavioral, sciences, motive, and method.
Alrighty.
And I will be using Karen Kossoff's token to pay for Carl Wade's cabin because it does have the keyword behavioral. And I will be using one of Mulder's 3 tokens to pay for the abandoned missile site.
Okay. Let's see.
I await any bluffs you have.
All right. I got a bluff. I'm going to put it on the alien investigation one. Is that the... Yeah. So
yes, the abandoned missile site?
The abandoned missile site. Yes. That's going to go on the abandoned missile site.
You're bluffing that one.
I am.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to be sending Mulder and Detective Manners to the abandoned missile site.
Okay.
And we'll be sending Karen Kossoff, Agent Frank Burst, and Clyde Brookman to Carl Wade's cabin.
Alrighty.
There's our distribution right there. As we enter the investigation phase, I'm going to begin by playing reading the signs for 0. Play on a team in the field. If the team makes an occult investigation 4 skill check, they may take 2 from your opponent's conspiracy pool and add them to their resource pool.
Mrs. McAlpin believes voodoo was behind her husband's death?
Mrs. McAlpin doesn't believe her husband killed himself. She wants to know who did.
Alrighty.
And between Clyde Brookman and Karen Kossoff, we have a total of 5 difficult investigation, for which that will knock my resource pool up to 10.
Okay.
So let's begin with Carl Wade's cabin. So it's
All
behavioral
yours.
5 or science. What's that?
All yours.
All yours. Okay. Yeah, so between the two, we were going with behavioral, and Frank Burst provides 2, and Karen Kossoff provides 3 behavioral to make the behavioral 5 skill check, for which I'll be able to ask a motive and method question, or a motive or method question. And let me grab handy-dandy checklist there. Why don't we start with motive? Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files motive survival?
It is not.
It is not. Yeah, sure enough. That's 9 scratched off. Not too shabby. I'm going to discard Carl Wade's cabin. And so now, let's move over to the abandoned missile site.
Yeah, that was a high resource pool, even though you stole one of mine, or 2 of mine.
Thanks to, I was going to say, thanks to reading the signs, So, actually, so I haven't, since reading the signs was 0, I have yet to actually pay for a card so far, thanks to my nice array of game effects here. But now I will be paying for a card.
Okay.
And more specifically, I'll be paying for Alien Discretion. I'll play in a team about to investigate a site with alien investigation as a prerequisite. Discard all cards assigned as bluffs at that site. X equals the number of bluffs at that site. So that's X plus 1, and that will take my resource pool down from 10 to 8. So what bluff did you have there?
That. I don't have to tell you.
Oh, you don't have to tell me?
I don't really have to, because you didn't look at it.
It's face up, but I couldn't really see it at this point. It was Tanaka, which I would have made it anyway. Oh,
for observation, 3?
Yeah.
For those 2?
Manners has 2, Mulder has 2.
Oh. I don't think...
Manners has some hidden observation skills there. It's like you wouldn't expect from a 2 RP agent with no res.
Oh, he does have observation. Yeah, it's a little dark here.
What else do you have?
That's it.
That's it? All right.
You took all my stuff.
I did. So how much? Oh, you only have 3 left.
Yes,
so,
I only have 3 left. Yeah.
Because the abandoned missile site proved to be a successful investigation, unlike how it played out in the actual episode. Mm-hmm. My team has thus been awarded an affiliation question. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation government?
Strange enough, it is.
It is. I only picked that one because when I asked survival in the last question, I only scratched off 1 in government and 2 in all the others. So that just seemed like...
Oh yeah, I would have done that too. So okay, so debriefing, I guess, at this point, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I want to do something. You know what? I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna take. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of Manners' 2 tokens, and call forth a witness resource from my oversized deck here. I should have done that in the beginning. Now that we got through that first round and I've got enough resource points to go around, I will pay the 3 to bring about Mr. Kevin Morris.
Thanks.
It's coming from there.
The TV?
Who will be joining the team for, again, the low cost of 3 resource points, and he will be adding 1 to my resource pool every time a keyword, alien investigation, or evidence collection card is played. hopefully I will actually draw some of those keywords because I know I put a lot of behavioral and observation cards in here, but we'll see. As we go into the debriefing phase, I'm finding myself with 6 cards. What about you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well.
Excellent. And with that, let's pass it over to you, Dave.
All right.
Go ahead and draw that free card.
I will draw a free card. All righty. That is a free card, all right. Okay, let's generate some res. Let's see what we got here. And I've got a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. I have a 5 of them. Yay, I got 5 res. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now I'm up to 10. Look at me go. I will buy 2. I will buy 2. Yeah, 2 is good. I will buy 2. All right. Go ahead and you can sell for CP.
Let's see. I'm going to sell 2 cards. The shotgun for 6 and witness Jeremiah Smith for 5. And that will rake in 11 CP, for which I will buy 3 cards and add 6 to my resource pool for a total of 11. Does my math sound?
No, that you got 11.
No.
Got
Oh,
11.
right. So I
Yeah,
need to
you got
add
11.
more. Oh, you're right. So I took 3, so that's 2 more, right? So 13?
Yeah, you would add 8. Do you have 5 to start?
5 plus 8, 13.
Yep, 13.
Thank you for double checking
yeah.
me on that.
No, yeah, that was I was
Shorted
like, wait a second.
myself. Good
It's
Lord.
like, yeah, you didn't give yourself an entire witness.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Too much number crunching, and it's 10:30 at night. Come on.
Yes, it is. Oh, it is 10:30 already.
Cut me a break.
Wow.
All right. Back to you, sir.
Okay. Healing. We have no healing.
No healing to speak
I don't
of.
want a
Shocker,
requisition.
right?
I hate equipment. I'm not going to use equipment at all. So no equipment for me. I will deploy them out in the field. There they go. Into the field.
All of them are out in the field.
Oh, of course they are. None of them like the Bureau. The Bureau is a horrible place to work. Always sending them out in the field, getting them killed by things. It's never a fun
And Krusty always goes where Scully goes.
He pretty much goes wherever she goes. That's always a fun time. All right.
And Nemhauser pretty much goes wherever Patterson goes. So, everyone's a lackey, I guess.
Yeah, I know. At some form or fashion here. Okay, let's see what we got.
Where are we going?
We are going to go to a little old place called Franklin, Pennsylvania. That is going to be for 2. Franklin, Pennsylvania is
blood. Criminal investigation and method.
You got it. Criminal investigation 4 in method.
1 bluff.
1 bluff? No.
1 bluff.
I will use a little thing called Scully's little token to check out that bluff, to see what that bluff is.
All right, and that bluff is the mailman.
The mailman.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the mailman it is, huh?
The mailman it is.
Okay, well, I'm going to use Hostein's token at this point.
All right,
because
if
you were going to steal it anyway, I might as well just do it before you do it.
That's true. Yeah, so at best I can steal Kresge's or one of Scully's remaining
Kresge's
ones.
or Scully's, so no, his healing
Let's start
card
with the RP cards. I have 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 and No One So Paranoid. Pretty good setup right there.
Sure.
Not too shabby. All right, and for the CP cards, I have Paul Mosinger. I have Laser Barrier.
Got it.
Dr. Stroman, who I will play to change the site prerequisite to Medical 3.
Got it.
And Computer Access Denied.
All right. Well, then we will do the Computer Access Denied.
Computer Access Denied has been slapped with Albert Hostein's awesome effect. So, should I play that card, Dave will be awarded a question regarding my X-File. So I'd best not play that card.
Well, yeah, but it didn't work against the Deadly Blur last time, so. Okay, well, at least that's blacklisted now, so that's there. I will send them all.
Send them in. Alrighty, so I'm going to flip over the mailman, and I'm going to pay 3 because it was face down.
Sure.
And you are well aware, Dave, that the mailman will allow me to move 1 game effect token from any one card to another immediately. This may not take a card above the normal number of tokens allowed. And we'll go ahead and take one of Scully's 2 remaining tokens.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to slap that right back on Detective Manners.
You do like your witnesses.
I do like my witnesses, and who knows, I may very well need them. I find myself trying to figure out how to resolve this situation here, and I think I got it. So I'm going to play Dr. Stroman face up for 3.
Okay.
Which will take my conspiracy pool down to 7.
Gotcha.
So now your site prerequisite has been changed from criminal investigation 4 to medical 3, which you currently have at this point thanks to Scully and
6.
Hosteen. But now I'm going to pay 2 to play laser barrier, which will take my conspiracy pool down from 7 to 5. And I will prevent 1 agent assigned to a site from contributing the agent's skills to 1 skill check, your choice. And that is going to be Scully. So she may not contribute her medical skill.
She cannot contribute.
Exactly. So therefore, that's going to leave you 1 medical shy of the site prerequisite.
They don't get to go there then.
They do not. Oh, your kingdom for a witness, huh?
Not really.
Not really.
So I'm going to discard my little site that I can't go to, and and then that would put us in the debriefing, right?
Yep, and I'm going to discard the computer access denied. No point in holding on.
Even the next one won't be useful, so that's good anyway.
Yeah, because
it's the first time you play it, not the card. It's
I'm trying to remember if I put 2 in there, and I probably did, but I can't say with 100% certainty because I was like, I don't know, he might have Chuck. So
let's see.
So that leaves me with the 1 CP card, and then I have the 2 other RP cards that you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, I am well below the necessary 7 to proceed past this debriefing phase.
And I have 8.
You have 8. Ooh, so we gotta say sayonara to 1.
Yeah, you know, cigarette smoking man. I don't like him all that much. I'm gonna throw him over here.
Oh, cigarette smoking man strikes. Yeah, he's pricey.
Yeah.
So we'll pass it back to me, and I will draw my free card to begin the turn. And I will return Karen Kossoff's token to her. So now that Agent Frank Burst is in the field, he will be treated as a Res 2, which means my team will be generating 6 Res, though Mulder's 2 will be used to purchase cards.
Okay.
I'm feeling like I might need every bit of it, so I'm going to add 4 to my resource pool, and I'm going to draw 2 for Mulder.
Okay.
I yield to you, sir.
I am going to sell my hospital crash card for 4. Let's see. So that puts me up to 7. And I will buy 1.
So we'll be skipping the healing phase since all of my agents are in top-notch health.
Yep.
For requisition, I do not have any equipment that I can requisition to them because they are all out in the field at this point. For deployment, we'll be keeping the team deployed in the field. All 5 of them will remain because, as we've established, no one wants to be pushing papers in the Bureau. And we'll be sending the team overseas, specifically the sea off 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, Norway.
Any better?
Oh, you're lucky you inherited your father's legs.
What?
Sea legs.
Which is a monosite, Dave, with the keywords observation and result. And Karen Kosif, I'll be using her 1 token to pay for part of that site, and I'll be deducting 1 from my resource pool to pay for the remainder.
1 bluff.
One bluff.
Oh, actually, yeah, that was the one I wanted. Actually,
Hmm.
yep, that'll work. I'm gonna make 2 bluffs.
I was a little slow on the draw there with Brookman's game effect, so I'm gonna. Oh, you got 2 bluffs on me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, crud. Oh, boy. I mean, I feel like I can maybe... I feel like I got something for one of those 2, but... Alright, as they say, no guts, no glory. We're sending them all in. Mulder has 2 observation, Manners has 2, and Clyde Brookman has 3, so I'm currently sitting on 7 observation. So I got a little bit of room to spare, to hopefully withstand whatever you got for me. Let's see those bluffs.
Well, the first one you're going to see is this is not happening. I will pay 3 for it, and you get to dump 3 cards from your hand at random.
All right, so I currently have 5 cards, so the odds aren't good that the 1 card that I probably need to get through the next bluff is going to stay. Although my gut's saying I should wait on that one, but then I might lose. It's probably likely I'm going to lose it. So I think to possibly keep both of my 2 decent RP cards in my hand, I'm going to just play the No One So Paranoid for 5 to negate that bluff. I hate doing it.
Yeah.
I really don't want to, but then again, I've got 1 other card in my hand that I'm like, if I lose that too, then I've got pretty much no defense.
That's fair.
So I feel like I'm going to be kicking myself as you're about to play this next bluff. So what is
Sheriff
it?
Daniels, seeing
Yeah. But thankfully, I do have a
3.
solution. I have only 1 subterfuge from Mulder. However, I do have Detective Manners, I will be using one of his tokens to search through my Bureau deck once again for a witness that will hopefully get me out of this pinch. And by the way, what are the keywords on Sheriff Daniels?
Keyword on Sheriff Daniels is keywords is bluff, primordial, and subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Okay. Just checking, just in case, on the off chance I might get something back from Kevin.
Yeah, that's the thing is I don't think anyone helps with subterfuge.
Oh, there are. There are.
But if you have one, it's probably from the Scully set.
What's that?
If you have one, that's probably from the Scully
it's not.
set. I don't even
Mulder's
think that
father
yeah.
and Samantha Mulder.
Oh, that's right.
Crap. I did not include him in this deck this time. I usually do, but I did not include him this time. So let me just double check again and make sure I did not miss anything.
Oh, yeah,
but I think you got me.
I hope so, because you already got me. I haven't got a chance to go to a site yet. Yeah, I was actually looking for that earlier today to find out if there was, because after seeing the one that you added to medical, there was one of the ones that would add like a medical bluff, and there was like so it was different. It was like but I was like, where is this? How do you get subterfuge? I was like, there's got to be a witness floating around for subterfuge.
Yeah, Mulder's father adds 2 to subterfuge, which is all I would need because Mulder has 1. But unfortunately, I did not include Mulder's father.
So who do you want to take though? Because you did search, and you used man.
Oh, I should probably take someone.
Yeah,
in that case, I'll. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you use the token, so you might as well use it. You can get yourself a nice fat, juicy thinker.
Yeah, which I can just knock for CP. Yeah,
that's what I do every time.
I'm gonna take the thinker and just pitch him.
That's fair.
So,
okay, well, we're gonna pull back the successful bluff there.
Yeah. All right. So you have successfully bested me in that.
I had to spend everything I had to do.
Well done. All right. So I've added the thinker to my hand, and I was a little too slow on Brookman, and so unfortunately, that's where I paid the price on that.
That's
but
okay, though.
I will make sure I am swifter in the next round.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
let's head into debriefing. I have 5 cards in my hand. So
I have 5.
I'll keep them all. All right, so let's pass it to you then.
Alrighty. I will draw my free card. Let's see what happens here.
I've got a nice amount to sell now. So if nothing else.
I'm glad you have stuff to sell. I am going to get my resources. And once again, I have to look at them because I don't play these guys every single day. That looks like it is 5 resources. So that's 3, and that's another 2. Okay, let's see. I do have to actually buy. Let's buy 3 cards. Leaves me with 2, 4, 6, 8 left. Good. Okay, so I'm going to get 3 cards. All right, I have purchased all my cards. It is your turn to buy and sell, or sell and buy.
Thank you. I'm going to sell the Thinker for 5. Shocker, right?
Yeah.
I'm also going to sell Message from the Stars for 5 as well, for a total of 10. And of that 10, I'm feeling 4 cards. So I'll add 6 to my conspiracy pool for a total of 11.
Well, I have no healing to do since everyone's still healthy. I have no equipment to give anybody because I hate equipment. And I'm still in the field, so it's going to be case assignment at this point. However, before I do that, I'm going to do the grid pattern search real quick here for 2. And I'm going to go ahead and search and get myself another site because my sites aren't coming up. So I'm going to return the site to my hand.
You had exactly the opposite problem in the last game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but that deck was designed that way.
Speed deck, yeah. It was 50% sites. Am I correct?
No, it was about 40. Okay, so but I'm playing the Genetics Clinic in Marin County, California. It's a medical 4, and it does ask an affiliation question.
All right, 2 bluffs.
2 bluffs. All right, we will look at 1. We'll look at the top one.
Top one?
Yeah.
Detective Thompson.
Detective Thompson. I don't like Detective Thompson.
No one does except for like a Skinner team.
I'll leave it out there.
All right. You sending them all in?
No, I'm leaving it out there.
Oh, we're leaving the site out there.
Not going to it.
So I'll put those 2 bluffs up there. Perhaps another time.
Oh, here. Speaking of, my
bluff overlays. Yep.
So
Those bluffs.
Now I know it still exists. It's out there, and I can go.
And that was the last Scully token too.
Yep.
So that other bluff remains a mystery.
It does.
And but so we'll head into debriefing then, won't we? All right. I have 5 cards now, so I'm good. I'll keep them all.
And I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got to get rid of 1. I think I'm going to get rid of Mr. Grid Pattern Search.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll pass it back to me, and I will draw my free card to begin the turn.
Got it.
And I'll be returning Karen Kossoff's token to her once again. So again, because Frank Burst is out in the field, my team will be generating a total of 6 res, 2 of which are going to be used to purchase cards for Mulder. I think we'll split it. I'll get 3 cards and put the other 3 in my resource pool.
Alrighty.
Sell away.
I will sell. Why I need a safe house, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't know why that safe house was ever in here.
You know, I'm a fan of witness resources, so I'm not entirely opposed to that card. It's just, it's expensive. It's collectively expensive when you're paying that and the witness at the same time. So I was like, it's a bit much.
That is true. And strangely enough, what I'm going to do is I'm selling a Frohickey.
Ooh, ballsy.
Let's see. I'm going to do it for 6, so that's a total of 6 I'm going to get. So 2, 4, 6. I'll buy 1.
All right. All set?
Yeah.
I'm going to play Hard Evidence for 2, which will add 5 tokens to my resource pool. Because it costs 2, I'll only be adding 3, which takes my resource pool up to 9.
Okay.
Before I forget, let's get Brookman out of the way.
Sure.
Because I don't have to wait till the investigation phase to play him.
Just give me my lotto ticket and a pint of malt scotch whiskey.
Anything else?
Yeah. One of these.
I'm going to remove Brookman's token to examine Dave's hand, and I will remove one of the cards in his hand from the game.
You get 1 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. You get a Simon Gates, a.k.a. Faru. You've got...
He is an agent believer.
An X. You've got an unexplainable time loss. You've got a sight. And you've got reading the signs.
Oh, good lord. Initially, I was about to say, oh, Simon Gates easily because he's an agent believer. But that unexplainable time... Well, no, I do have 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, so... All right, unexplainable time loss is out.
Alrighty.
That just seems like the smart move. All right, so with that out of the way, I know you still have an adversary that you could play this round, so that is my foremost concern. Let's move past healing because right now my team is all in good health. They've passed their physicals, all with flying colors. For requisition, I am currently not sitting on any equipment cards, so we'll move past that to deployment. We'll keep everyone deployed in the field as we head into case assignment, and the team will be heading over to the Hansen's Disease Research Facility in Perky, West Virginia. This is yet another site from the Unreleased Scully Expansion, and it is a mono site, Dave, with the keywords alien investigation and motive.
Okay.
Nothing spectacular about this site. It is standard as all the other commercially released cards.
Gotcha.
And Mr. Kevin Morris will be adding 1 to my resource pool because it does have the keyword alien investigation.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to use one of Mulder's tokens to pay for it, so he is now down to 1 token.
That's fair.
I wait any bluffs you might have.
No bluffs. You know what?
I know you have no bluffs. I was wondering if you're going to just pitch one just for the sake of it.
Nah.
All right, so let's send them in. Everyone is going in, even though Mulder is the only one with the alien investigation skills. All of the agents are in.
Yeah, you definitely need. I guess you need the help with Simon if he comes out.
Oh yeah, and everyone but Detective Manners is a believer on this team. Interestingly.
Yeah. Well, he only needs 1.
All he needs 1.
He only needs 1. Doesn't mean he fights anybody in particular. And what's just out of curiosity? What's their combined long range?
Long range. Mulder has 2. Manners has 1. Burst has 2. Kossoff has 1. Brookman has 1 for a total of 7, which, if I'm not mistaken, is enough to defeat him.
Enough to defeat him. So, not going to waste that. So, at this point, so yeah, you're just going to be able. You're unfortunately with the cards that I have, you're just going to be able to get through this.
Well, in that case, we'll be taking another crack at your X-Files motive since I didn't do so well on the first round.
Yeah.
All right, so I do know it's not survival thanks to round 1, but this time, let's find out if by any chance, Dave, is your X-Files motive knowledge.
It is not knowledge.
All right, and so with that, I have narrowed you down to 5 X-Files. I mean, I could take a 20% chance at it, but not feeling lucky, and no need to bring the game to an abrupt close just yet. I'm having fun, aren't you?
All right. So far, I would be nice to be able to get to a site one of these.
Be nice to get a site in there. Yes, I'm sure you'll strike gold before too long. I'm hoping. So let's head into debriefing. I'm currently sitting on 7 cards. and I don't feel like getting rid of any of them. They're all pretty good. Some of them I'll be getting rid of in the next round.
Okay, you still have two. You still have one on Fox, right?
I have one on
Okay.
Mulder, one more to pay for a site,
Got
one
it.
on Manners.
And Kosov just keeps getting hers, and then
Yep.
Clyde's is gone. Got it.
Yep. All right, let's pass it to you.
All right. I get my obligatory one. Right. Oh, look
Obligatory
at that.
free card.
I got a card. Okay, let's
Nice.
gain some stuff. Here we go. We got 5 for these guys. Now that I remember how much we have. And I am going to... Okay, we need that, we need that, we need that. So that's... let's get ourselves... man. I'll get 1 card. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. Go ahead. You can sell. You can sell for
Thank
CP.
you. I'm going to be selling my second Thinker for 5 and misclassified case for 5. That's 10. So, but bearing in mind, I'm about to lose 2 of that with, what you have there. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 cards. No, I'll do 5. I'll do 5. And then add 5 to my conspiracy pool for a total of 16.
Got it.
All right, back to you.
All right, you're right. I'm going to play that. Reading
Reading
the
signs. Yeah,
Yep.
get it out of the
And
way.
they
So
all
that takes
do
me
the
down to
occult,
14.
So, yep, so I'm going to take... and then I actually add them to my conspiracy pool, right?
Your resource pool.
Oh, my resource pool. Oh, that's even better. I like that.
Even better, yeah.
It's even better, especially right now. Okay, well, it's going to stink a little bit, but I'm going to go to... I don't have anything to give them. They're not... I don't have to heal.
Yep.
I have no equipment because, once again, I hate equipment. Don't want to put any equipment on them. Oh, yeah, we're going to play a Franklin,
Back to
Pennsylvania.
Franklin.
Back to Franklin. Criminal Investigation 4 for a method. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to pay for that one too. Whoop, there you go. And I am then going to also put out, that is method, this is going to be Olympia National Forest.
Evidence
2
collection.
For evidence collection 4, and that is a result question.
Let me ask you this. Does Kevin Morse generate when it says every time a keyword alien
That I don't
investigation?
know. That I don't know. I mean, I would think that, yes. I mean,
Every time. You can take every time.
Yeah, per what he says, yes. I think that would work. I would judge it that way.
All right. Thank you very much. As long as you
Goodbye.
agree. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of just play it on my opponent's school of thought.
Yeah. So those guys have been paid for. So bluff away.
Bluff away. You got 2, and you really could go to either one, seeing as you have more than enough for either of them. Let's do 1 bluff on each site. This one here is going on Olympic National.
Okay.
This one here is on Franklin.
Okay. So there's
Franklin Olympic.
Franklin.
Olympic.
Okay. I would. All right. We'll send him to Franklin.
Franklin it is.
Send them all to Franklin.
Everyone's going to Franklin.
They're gonna go to Franklin. Let's see
All
what
right,
we got
and
on
that
Franklin.
bluff is Nasty Surprise,
All right.
for which I will pay 2 to add 5 tokens to my pool. And because, again, I was face down, I'm only going to get 3, which is going to take my pool up to 17. Pretty innocuous bluff, so not bad.
All right.
You may proceed. What card? Do you have any card you want to play?
No.
All right, and that's method, correct?
That is a method. That is correct.
I'm going to play Operation Falcon Blue Berets,
Okay.
which has an activator of method site, and that's
Fair
going
enough.
to bring my conspiracy pool down from 17 to 10.
Beta team. Copy. Target entering your section from the southwest.
Search and destroy. Repeat. Search and destroy.
Yes, sir.
Operation Falcon Blue Berets, Dave, has the keywords adversary, government, pawn, and creature. And they have a long-range combat of 4 and a close-range combat of 3. Their effect is that damage caused by this creature may be split among all opponents directed player's choice. That the Blue Berets may use martial arts combat cards.
That is fair enough.
And all right, let's send them in. And how much long range are you sitting on?
I'm not.
You're sitting on X. Yep. Forgot about that.
So X is for 3. He negates
Yep.
the little guy there. You got an alien experimentation to try and knock that out?
I do not. However, I do have the psychotic attack, for which I will be paying 4, which will take my conspiracy pull down from 10 to 6.
Okay.
Michael! Jimmy! You in there?
Time to call 911.
Don't move!
And the psychotic attack also has an activator of method sight,
Gotcha.
with the keywords evolutionary and pawn. And so it has a long range of 3, a close range of 2, and a health of 5.
Okay.
The damage from long range combat may be split among all opponents.
That's fair. Their long range is 10.
Their long range is 10, which is way more than enough to defeat him. However, I will be playing Illusionary Foe.
No, you won't.
In which I will play on...
Sorry, pay for it, but you're not paying for it.
What's that?
You're not playing Illusionary Foe. Oh, that's a combat card. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. I thought it was your whatchamacallit again. Your,
an event.
An event.
Oh no! So I'm going to be taking my conspiracy pull down to 2.
Okay.
So the Illusionary Foe combat card is played on either an occult or an evolutionary adversary, of which the psychotic attack is evolutionary, and it will negate all damage allocated to the adversary this round. So the long-range combat round has been negated for your team. However, it has not been negated for your team, in which I think no matter how I slice this, I'm still going to wind up. You're still going to wind up investigating.
So how much is he doing first for the first?
He's doing 3 long range, and the only one he's going to knock.
The only one he can spit out is Hosting.
I can knock out Hosting because he's the only one with that.
He's not helping at all.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to inflict the 3 damage onto Patterson, but he has 5 health, so he's currently still alive. But now we're going to go into the close range round, and you have, I believe, more than enough close range to defeat
I have 9.
Psychotic attack. You have what?
9.
But not before the psychotic attack inflicts 2 close range combat, which he will use to finish off Patterson. So he will be sent to the hospital.
Hang out over here in the hospital. He likes the hospital. The hospital's fun.
At the very least, he'll be prevented from attacking my team for a couple of rounds.
No, I don't do that.
So that's about all I'm getting out of that. But between Scully, Nemhauser, and Kresge definitely have enough to.
Yay! I get to investigate. Yay!
Yes.
Unless you have something else that you want to throw.
I do not. That unfortunately.
Yay!
Is
I get the vision of the
You got a
sight.
question.
All
Well
right.
done. And I just
it is
completed my
method
conspiracy
too. Method. I'm going to go with.
I'm
going to go with subterfuge.
Who is my X5?
I don't know, but is it subterfuge?
Is it subterfuge? Is my method subterfuge? It is not.
It is
subterfuge.
not. Oh
I
no!
repeat, it is not.
Okay, that's good. It is not. You gotta give me a second. All right, we're gonna discard this little thing, and then we're gonna go ahead and start writing off a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Not the subterfuge. Not the subterfuge. Not the subterfuge.
Now I'm kind of wondering if I should have played Psychotic Attack first. X knocked that out, and then the Falcons probably still would have gone. Yeah, they would have still gone down in the long range round. So that probably was the wiser course of action because I could not have knocked.
Well, you had enough. You definitely had enough stuff to play with.
It might maybe somewhat cripple you in the next round, but not by much because you got enough to go around. Even Kresge contributed.
Yay!
Yeah, Kresge.
Other than his little anti-healing garbage he does.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So okay, well, I have successfully investigated something.
Well done.
Debriefing. I've got 3 cards.
I've got 5, and so let's pass it back to me, and I'll put my hell money where my mouth is, and see if I can wrap things up. And I'm going to draw my free card to begin the turn. And so once again, because my team is in the field, Frank Burst is still being treated as a Res 2. I'm going to. I think I'm going to just split it again. I'm going to take. Well, no, I still have 11. You know what? I'm going to. Of the 6, I'm going to do 4 cards and then add 2.
I am going to sell a site because I've got 2 of them sitting out there in the field. Might as well sell a site for 2.
Yep.
I'm going to get 1. No, I'm not. I'm going to not get 1. I'm going to buy 3 so that I have to pay 1 to do that. So let's 3 more cards and see what happens.
Okay. Might as well, because I mean, we could very well be looking at the final round.
Yeah, you never know.
And this is? Oh, that's my other bluff. Okay, I was like, why is that face down card still in front of me?
You got 2 bluffs on one and 1 on another.
Yeah. Okay, and that's my X-File over there. Okay. All right. So we are going to skip the healing phase once again. My guys are just standing strong. Everyone is in good health, even Bruckman. For requisition, I do not have any equipment cards in my hand, so we'll move past that to deployment. And, of course, we're going to keep the team deployed in the field because strength in numbers, am I right?
That is right.
And we'll be sending the team to 2 locales. Firstly, coastal Northwest Oregon, which is a monosite, affiliation and alien investigation, and Mr. Kevin Morris will be generating 1 RP for that. Mulder will be using his final token to pay for that. We'll also be sending the team to NASA Mission Control in Houston, Texas, right in my neighborhood, and that is a multi-site, Dave, with the keywords sciences, observation, affiliation, and result. And because it does have the keyword observation, Karen Kossoff will be using her token this round to pay for that one.
Sounds good.
What do you got for me?
Well, we are going to play a bluff on...
Which one?
The alien investigation one. On the
alien investigation one?
You're right. So you're stage right.
Stage right. Gotcha.
That's going to be that. And then I'm going to not play anything else on the other one.
Okay. We'll be sending Mulder and Manners. Oh, no. Manners, not this time. This time I'm going to be doing a switcheroo. This time, Mulder and Frank Burst will be going to coastal Northwest Oregon. Detective Manners, Karen Kossoff, and Clyde Bruckman will be heading to NASA Mission Control.
That sounds like a plan.
Yep,
Send it,
it
who
certainly
you send
does.
where first?
Let's start with NASA Mission Control. Observation 5 or Sciences 5 will be applying our observation skills, for which Manners has 2 and Clyde Brookman has 3. So that gives me just enough to make that prerequisite. Again, it's affiliation and result. What do you got?
Well, what I'm going to try to do and see if it just works, because it's a last-ditch effort, is see if Patnick can do a little damage at that site.
I'm afraid not, because I'm going to play that card that's been sitting in the corner of your table all round, and that is Hell Money. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the D-May Bureau number on it, for which I'm going to pay 4, which will take my resource pool down from 14 to 10 to negate 1 keyword phenomena card, of which that is one of Patnick's keywords, so he is out of this picture. Good try, though.
Yeah, it was the last ditch, because I'm not making it through this round. So,
well, we know the affiliation is government, so we're going to have to go with result on this one. And so, of the remaining 5, seems like either way I slice it, I'm getting 2 scratched off. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files result insanity?
It is not.
It is not. I am really playing it the hard way here. Okay, so I've got you down to 3. And so we'll move on. We'll discard that site. And next, we're going to head to Coastal Northwest Oregon, for which Mulder has 4 alien investigation skill to apply to it. Burst has 0, but he's providing the...
I didn't have enough. I don't have enough CP.
Oh, you have? Oh, yeah, you only have 1. What was the bluff for that?
The bluff was Section Chief Joseph McGrath.
Yep.
So he would have attempted to send Mulder away.
But here's the problem, though, is I already know your X-Files affiliation, so I'm not even sure why I did that. Well, I guess I could just take a crack at your X-Files identity. So why not? I went the distance.
Yeah.
So I might as well just go and take a 1 in 3 shot. 1 in 3, 1 in 3, 1 in 3. Dave, by any chance, is your X-File the cigarette smoking man?
It is. Look at you go.
It was that, or John Barnett, or Colin Henderson.
He was completely random. So
it was really random.
Yeah, I never just pick with. But when I drew it and I saw that it was randomly drawn, I was okay with it.
It almost never seems random if it's cigarette smoking man. I just don't know why, because he's just the fan favorite as far as the villains go.
No, because it's like I don't want to be that obvious. So that's why a lot of times if you think it's the obvious choice, sometimes it's not. I did have some occults in here, and occults would have been strong with just hosting, and then even observation was 5. Everything else is low.
Yeah.
But science is 3. That's still kind of. And subterfuge 3, that still beats a Daniels. So it's like the science is 3. That's there's no. It's
really weird. So Patterson only has the 1 subterfuge, right?
Yeah.
You would think he'd be like a king in subterfuge.
You would think so, since he was hiding being a murderer,
right?
So that's why I was wondering why the X's were coming out without signatures, because they this is my.
They were in the previous one.
The 3rd deck. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would really love to. Still, every time we talk about X, I just think about how it's like, my whole introduction to this game was because I went to a convention where Stephen Williams was supposed to appear, but he didn't show, and so my consolation prize was that I discovered this game at one of the booths. So
yeah, and this is what I end up having in my hand.
Oh, I was wondering if I was going to get burned on one of those tonight.
I was trying. I would have tried, but yeah,
next round.
That would have been next round. Yeah, that was. I pulled it this last round, so it's like at the end when I did my CP pick, and I wasn't going to end up playing this. I wasn't going to end up playing Simon, so he was just kind of clouding up my hand. I would have discarded him if I had to, but I was just holding on to him just in case. This deck usually can go 2 sites a turn. It just was a bad set. It just did not work out well. Yeah, and of course, unexploitable time loss coming up on bottom. That was my second one.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever used Brookman. So
yeah, and that was the first time that I've ever had things in my hand that I was really worried about Brookman taking. And it was Simon Gates. I wasn't too worried about him, just because, like I said, it's like you've got Manners that's gonna but I was hoping that you were going to start burning manners early, and you did. You started to.
Thanks to the mailman, though, I got
Yeah.
some stuff back. So
And
lesson learned about leaving out Mulder's father on a team where I don't have a whole lot of subterfuge. Because,
Yeah, I know, but that's. I mean, you're
Yeah.
still. I mean, granted, you're still going to be leaning on manners. If there's a way, to take things from manners,
Yeah,
that's
Manners is just awesome. I mean, granted, he has no res.
That's what I did with that other deck. That starter one was because manners was in it. It's like you can stack it with a bunch of witnesses that you could use in the game. But yeah, that's where I was trying to like lean into it and to try to like, okay, let's what can we throw at you to so you force you to use manners, and that would have been something. But I wasn't going to spend 6 to do it. And so it's like, so if I could throw something out there that's gonna do a little bit of damage, that's great. But yeah, it was. Why is everything falling apart here?
What's falling apart?
No, I'm just trying to shuffle the cards here.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm trying to shuffle because eventually I'll play this deck again.
This was a nice soft opening for the Scully set. I mean, I didn't get to. I got it. One of the 2 bluffs got played.
Stroman? Was it?
Stroman got played.
Stroman?
I
Yeah,
had
didn't
Sheriff Teller coming up.
Oh, cool.
He would have changed it to sciences, so I would have had to have.
And
Because Scully had the
was-
3. I was kind of like, I didn't know if you were gonna have Scully, but it's like even if you did,
Yeah,
it's like it had to be a
Sciences is still
situation where I get her out, which is what I did with her in the, which I laser barriered her.
Yeah.
What's that?
Because
yeah,
it's a Scully deck, so if she's got Scully.
You would have sold her though, right?
Oh, most
Or were
likely.
you-
Well, that or safe housed her.
Oh, okay.
If I could have. But the
Ooh.
problem is I was still chasing CP at that point. This is not happening. This is not happening. Worked out okay. I like that.
It did. It really forced my hand with my no one's so paranoid, which so that was very well played.
Yeah, hospital crash card. I wanted to be able to use that. I have it in here for more or less just because of the mana too.
So are you going to, when you do those starter, when you get those starter decks, are you going to do like are you going to film yourself opening them?
Oh, I didn't know. I was just going to figure I just going to open it up. I didn't.
Okay.
I don't have. I mean, I was going to just open it when I opened it. I mean, I that's what, because I saw
maybe
that,
after one of our games,
Yeah.
you can open it at the end just for fun.
That's
because
fine.
I would love to just record that and just to see what you have.
What you're talking about, the new ones that come up, or because
you ordered a box of starters, right?
Yeah, those the premieres. Yeah.
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 I was gonna say if maybe after one of our games.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh no, I thought you were talking about the one for the. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the next one, the one for the sealed.
Oh no, you're doing a 10. You're doing a Truth Is Out There for that
Gotcha.
one. No, I just meant like a random.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Just for fun of it.
Well, I would just like to see what they. I mean, to be honest, I'm not even having a. I mean, I wouldn't mind just getting more agents, because I know that hosting, since I have hosting in a bunch of my decks, hosting, I got like 6 hostings, but he's floating around. Oh, what the hell did I just do there?
What agents are you short of? Because I mean, I got tons.
Oh
of
no, Henderson's a gimme because Henderson's a promo.
Oh yeah, I don't. I only have one of her.
Yeah, I have one of her, and that's
2.
why.
You want to take a guess who you think my X-File was? I know that you had so many possibilities.
Augustus Cole.
Augustus Cole. Nope, it was Lucas Henry, serial killer.
I think that was mine last time.
During in the 10-minute one.
Yeah,
probably.
I think.
I wish.
No, mine was Ed Funch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Ed Funch.
Mine was Ed Funch.
That's right. Yeah, no. Again, if I'd known that was going to be like a 10-minute episode, I would have recorded that just to showcase. Like,
well, yeah, because I still have. Here's my little sheet where I'm all happy that I did it. that was my sheet. There we go.
Oh man, that's a lovely sheet there. Just a lovely game that was. I mean, and I learned so much for that. And,
yeah, I know.
I mean, granted, I'm not sure when I'm going to use it. Probably.
Yeah, no. That's why I said it was definitely it was developed because of what Dave said.
We've got 3 decks down, and we have 2 more to go. Am I?
That is
3?
correct. We'll see how the next one goes. The next one, it'll be interesting. I haven't played. As we go down, I've played them less and less. So the first one was the one I played all the time.
We do have a 3rd sealed deck game in the mix, in which Dave Meyer and I will be squaring off. Each of us this time will be using Truth Is Out There starter decks.
Oh, I got 2. I can shuffle them. I can figure out which one I want to use.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I don't even know what my number is.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know which one because you're going to shuffle yours. Yeah. So I guess I'll hold off on revealing my number until.
But I've got these, and I've got. There's a whole bunch of these. I can pick one of the. Oh, there we go. Where's my?
And you have? Are you going to be working
I've
with?
Got,
you got
Fruits.
Premiere.
No, these are all through. Oh no, these are premieres.
They are premiere, and I'll be playing with premiere
no,
as
actually,
well.
there's a couple. Wait, there's a couple that are blue.
I thought you had some blues.
Yeah, I got blues in there. I don't know if my camera's just weird. These are hard to come by. Finding these is tough. I was lucky enough when I bought my deck. My deck came with 2.
They are fun to play. I do like the lack. I don't have to prepare for it at all because it's like, nope, no deck construction. I just have to bring my starter deck and 2 boosters and hope for the best. So
yeah, the only thing you have to worry about is duplicates. If you worry about if you have 3 of something, that's the only thing you really have to worry about.
Or the booster packs are going to have all X-Files, which I
but that happened more with Premiere than it did with the
and that's what I'm
expansion.
Working with.
Yeah, there are some decent cards in the old Premiere stuff, and
I could pull a Deep Throat. Who knows?
Deep Throat, pull an X. That is a game swinger.
Yes, it is.
If you can negate an adversary out of the box, oh man, especially when I have crappy adversaries. That's why I'm interested. I'm interested in the Scully set to take a look at that and see if we can figure out what's the ultra rare in there.
That is definitely going to be a discussion.
Yeah,
for sure.
What, 4 or 5?
What's that?
That should be like 4. Yeah, that should be
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Yeah,
because I'm convinced that 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Smith would have been. I'm convinced he was going to be one of them because he adds 3 to one team's alien and 3 to one team's evidence, and this is the better part. Alternately, play 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Smith to immediately heal all damage done to one agent in the field. All damage.
Wow.
If used in this way, remove this card from the game.
Yeah.
That secondary effect is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but you're going to have to play it. Now, it does say combat then at that point, right?
It alternately play 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Smith immediately.
Okay.
To immediately heal all damage. So it's probably one of those things that, like, as soon as combat's resolved.
Yeah, because considering it was officially since combat was going. I don't know if combat would. Yeah, because it seems like it would be something that would have to be triggered by combat.
It would have to be.
Yeah, because it's not a resource,
you're going to lose an agent to all damage. You know?
Because you'd have to figure he's fighting somebody. He's not in the. Unless he is won, he has already won, and you're just healing him back to 0. So he's already beaten an adversary. He's been taken down to 3 or 1 or 2, and maybe that just gives him all it back, so he doesn't have to go to the hospital to heal.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can.
That could be. It could just be like the agents got they're just building up damage from a variety of things, like the radioactive area, the unnatural agent.
Just healing and not having to go back to because granted, I've been known to have Mulder running around with 2 and just hanging out with 2 because I'd rather have him skill check things than to not contribute because he has to go heal.
On my initial pass through the cards, that was the only one that stuck out at me. Kevin Kreider has a pretty cool ability. Like, he's kind of like 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Smith. He adds 3 and 3 to 2 different skills, but then he has a cool effect where you remember in the episode where there were like 2 Kevin Kreiders at one point, and they were so basically you could have Kevin Kreider apply his skills to 2 different site investigations simultaneously. Which is cool. Pretty sweet. And again, he costs 5 just like 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Smith does. So I was like, those were the only ones that.
Yeah, it's got to be. I'm assuming it's got to be the events.
Events are generally where you go with that. I mean, granted, the Scully set has 3 witnesses up there. Mrs. Mulder, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought that was a bad choice. I understand thematically, but I can't see the Scully family being like the ultra rares. The 3.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just I would take Premier Ultra Rares any day because I would love to pull a deep throat just for the heck of pulling it from a booster.
Oh yeah.
It's just freaking awesome. But when will that ever happen?
You never know.
Never know. I mean, we keep buying these boosters. I feel like eventually odds are going to
but don't forget there's it's like the golden ticket with Willy Wonka. You just kind of like.
Or the golden hell money. All right, so with that, I'll sign us off. So thank you again for watching, and tune in next time for another exciting edition of Alien Investigations.
See you guys.